States of America.
Freedom friends, fellow Rhode Islanders, all others present and concerned. My name is Picerno. I come here to talk to you about freedom. I am the freest man in the state of Rhode Island. Freedom is actually, this is the true birthplace for freedom, is the state of Rhode Island. And I don't have a social security number, I never got one. In my day, you used to have to go to apply for one. I never got any income tax, I never paid any to the state or the federal government. I lived the American dream. I survived under the dollar bill, because that's freedom. But that's coming to an end shortly, because the money is going to get eliminated so that the government can control everything. But basically, I came here to plant ideas of freedom in your heads. One of my ideas of freedom is no one should be in public service over 10 years. A dog catcher, a street sweeper, a city worker, a fireman, a cop, teacher, and especially a politician. This eliminates three problems when you get rid of these insane public servant jobs. Get rid of the pension problem. No one deserves these insane pensions that these people get for alleged public service when all they did was screw you. Get rid of the union problem. The unions are absolutely choking us to death. They're not going to be happy until the price of a loaf of bread is $14 a loaf. And the third problem is the absolute power problem. Politicians have this problem. They keep getting put in year after year after year. Why? Because they're connected to the unions and they're connected to the patronage jobs and all. This stuff about Democrats and Republicans, forget that stuff. They're just a left and a right arm of the same evil giant in reality. There is no difference between a Democrat and Republican. The only difference between a Democrat and Republican, and this is absolutely no joke, is a Democrat wants you to have freedom at home, why restrict your freedom at work. Republican wants you to have freedom at work, why restrict your freedom at home. That's all they do, is they just keep restricting our freedoms one by one by one. We're not going to have any more freedoms the way things are going. Another one of my ideas is that we are the owners of the government in reality. The government does not own the people. You know, I go into court constantly and question them concerning the fact of who owns who. Do you own me or do I own you? If you think that you own me, we got a big problem here. You know, you're the public servant. I'm the person. Prove to me that I did whatever you're saying that I did wrong, and we won't have any problem. Other than that, you know, I'm not into that situation. But basically, this is how the thing is. It's at the federal government level. The federal government level, Rhode Island seceded from the England first, and we were the last colony to sign in into the Union because we feared a strong federal government. Well, this state is absolutely lividly sick beyond belief concerning the federal government. They want the federal government to run everything. They're absolutely insane, these people. These are the ideas that you have to put in their minds. And basically, the idea that I have, that I've been trying to promote, is that we do a redo, a reset, concerning the fact that we revert back to the organic version of the 1789 U.S. Constitution and the first 10 amendments. This is an experiment. It's going completely awry, out of control, this federal government stuff. Got all these alphabet soup agencies that do nothing but ruin everybody else's lives so that they can do whatever they want to, you know. It's all wrong. Now, you may not think this idea is sane or doable, but it's very easy to do. The military can run the government in the interim while we set the new government up. This is our right because we own the government, that we want them to. And when this happens, the state governments will fall into line one by one by one because they see that the people want that. And this is, we need to make this our head of issue. Under any group that you're under, is we really need to reset the federal government if you really want to claim your government back. On our State House, it says, this is a lively experiment. And that's basically what this is all about, is this is an experiment in how people operate. Well, the experiment went out of control. We need to bring the experiment back to square one. How do you do that? You start with new chemicals, new things. So the way to do it is to go back to the original version of the Constitution and start from there all over again. and then you don't have any EPA or GPS or A, B, C, D, E, F, G group ruining everybody's lives slowly but surely. And this is one of the very basic sound arguments. Another thing is I ran for Congress against Patrick Kennedy in '98. And while I'm a lesser known person to that effect, the thing is I'm a progressive thinker. I think in ways that normal people don't think in. And basically the thing that I came up with, and I'm basically saying the same messages that I said back then, I'm saying now. But basically, one of my ideas back then was the Legalized Freedom Party. Why the Legalized Freedom Party? Well, you're losing your freedom. If we have to legalize our freedom, then they can't take it away from us. That would be first and foremost. But in the Legalized Freedom Party, I'm the whole party. You can only support the Legalized Freedom Party. Why that being? They can't villainize you. Also, because there's no dissenting opinions. The only thing that the Legalized Freedom Party is interested in is the organic version of the 1789 Constitution and the very first 10 amendments of the Constitution. So therefore, we get another grasp to get a hold of our government again. All these 50 billion laws that they got that nobody even understands or knows, we're getting rid of them with the Legalized Freedom Party. We're reverting back to the common law, God's law, natural law, which is a very simple situation. Do not threaten to hurt nor kill anyone, nor destroy anybody's property in any way, shape, or form, and you shall have liberty. Anybody can figure that out. The cop knows what the law is. You know, everybody knows what the law is. You're doing so-and-so, you just smashed into somebody's car, you destroyed somebody else's property. You can destroy your own property, but you can't destroy somebody else's property. Well, you threaten to hurt somebody, you have to take it to court, and then it has to be all meted out from there in court. It's a very simple situation, and I would like to promote a great much more simple situation.
This concludes this program broadcast. We the People, a freedom of speech television show. Go to www.wethepeopleofri.org.